Hi, this is Krista Gibson. Welcome to Growing Older and Wiser. You know, in last week's video, when I talked about play, I briefly mentioned the idea of goals. And I've written about this before, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit today because it's interesting, but when I take classes or I have a program, an audio program that I listen to or a video program, I always take notes. And I have books like this one or other ones that I've bought over the years, and I take notes. And the reason that I do that is because it really helps me listen better. I pay attention. I'm more present. It also helps me write down and maintain the things that I felt were most important in that particular class or video. Now, when I go back and look at it later, I might go, why did I think that was important? But it was at the time. And it's interesting. Well, anyway. So I found this particular book, and when I had moved, I remember I threw away quite a few of them, but there were some I kept because some were just so old and so outdated, there was no point in keeping them, but I kept some. And so I found one the other day, and I just started kind of going through it, and it was different programs I had listened to and different teachers and books and so on. And I found one that was talking about goals, because this has been something I've been kind of stewing on and thinking about actually for a number of years. And I've changed kind of my thoughts about it. And I was reading the notes, and it was something like, make sure your goals are measurable and attainable and you have a timeline. And one person said, make sure you always have at least 100 goals at any one time so that you always have something to be working on. Somebody else, said, make sure the goals are really big and they stretch you, and on and on. And I'm reading this and I'm like, these things just so do not apply to me. I wrote them down at the time. I guess I thought they were important. Then I looked at the date. It was 2006. This is 2024. So I think that was a little time ago, and I was a little bit of a different person. And what I realized, I started thinking about goals, and I started thinking about how I used to be very goal-oriented. And I remember when I switched that, and part of that was probably due to Wayne Dyer's book on the power of intention. But I switched goals to intentions because intentions feel friendlier to me than goals. There's something really harsh about goals. And I'm not going to, if you have goals and you like that word and you like using it, more power to you. So I'm not bad-mouthing goals as such. But for me, they switched into intentions. Now they've softened even beyond that. As I've gotten older, now it's become more about things that I want to do or have or experience or be. And it's not within the idea of I have to have 100 of them. I don't even have to have one if I don't want to. I've let myself loosen that up. Now, the truth is, I'm always doing something, whether it's these videos or my articles or my art or reading a book or studying a class. Whatever it is, I'm always involved in something because I find life is exciting, and I find that the more things like this that I allow into my life, it keeps it varied, it keeps it interesting, it keeps my life exciting, and so I do it. However, I really am not doing it with a sense of, okay, within 5 years, I'm going to have produced X pieces of art or X books, and I'm going to be selling so much and making X amount of money and blah, blah, blah. And these are the things that 20 years ago, yes, that was the mindset. That was how you did things. No more. And I think I'm bringing this up because I think as we grow older, it's not that goals and intention and plans are no longer important. I think they are important. I think what changes is, for me, how I approach it, how I name things, and what sort of place they play in my life. And I'm finding that I've softened up about a lot of those things. And I want to share that with you because I don't know where you're at with it. Maybe you did this a long time ago and you're yawning and saying, oh, Krista, I knew that a long time ago. You're just catching up. Or you might be going, maybe I kind of want to rethink how I approach some of the things I'm doing. Do I want to take out some of that push and that drive that worked 20 years ago, but now it's like, I don't really need to do that. I've accomplished a lot of those things, and the things I haven't accomplished, I probably never will. So Why bother? Just time to move on. And for me, it really is more about focusing on enjoying my life and doing some of the things that I really want to do, whether they're work related or play related or whatever, relationships, it doesn't matter. These are just things that I want to do and experience. And part of that is just relaxing and enjoying my life. And like I said last week with this whole idea of play, bringing in that concept into my life, that things don't have to be so serious. I know the world is really serious right now and there's just a lot going on, and I just am not going to buy into that 24/7. It's exhausting. And you know what I know? The world is in good hands. Divine Mother's got it, right? And I don't need to second guess why she's allowing things to happen the way she is. Some of them look insane to me. I don't know that I would allow them, but then I don't have the viewpoint that the universe and Divine Mother has. So for me, I'm going to look at my life and my contribution to society, besides my videos and my talks and my writing and so on, is I am going to put that energy of relaxation, that energy of intending to have a good time, intending to live with my creativity and my talents. I'm going to put that energy out into the universe so that other people can pick up on it and go, hey, you know what? Let's all relax a little bit and let's let's let ourselves just have more of a good time. So that's what I have to say about goals and intention. And, feel free to comment in the comment section. And it's okay to say you think I'm full of hooey. It's okay to do that. But you don't have to. Just share your insights as well. I love when you do that. Anyway, hope you have a fabulous week. I'll talk to you next time.